you say 2 to 3 years?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not.
It's up to 3 years.
What?
Yeah.
I thought they said 6 to 8 weeks.
No.
My mom's gonna kill me. Chris Manning would never do this for the show, by the way.
Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Awesome, let's go.
Heavy is the crown, heavy is the crown. You better work.
A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then there's Hardy. Then it's Brett Van Vliet. And it's Sohan in at the power forward position. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
A lottery pick. Devin Vassell has turned into a big-time talent, someone who will be a force in this league for years to come.
Spurs foul. Devin Vassell. First personal foul. First team foul.
Manu Ginobili, Hall of Fame class of 2022. He played his entire career in San Antonio. And in 2003, Manu's rookie season, we won a ring together.
That's good from Johnson. And seeing Manu as a rookie, Smitty, what were your early impressions?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind, Kevin, he was unpredictable. He was definitely NBA ready. He had already been a pro for 7 years before he came over, and he played an important role for us winning that title.
Now, here's Vassell. Pass to Hardy. 3 on the clock. Johnson from outside. Pelicans with the rebound. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
Aggressive is one thing. Careless is another. You want to stay balanced and poised.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Spurs passing it around. Here's Hardy. And Lopez pulls it down.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got 6.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. 4-point game. Here's Vassell. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over-eager.
Down low. It's intercepted. Johnson, wide open. He fires. Offline with his 3. New Orleans has come out of the gates quickly. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they've got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
Here's Van Vliet. After the made shot from Johnson, they need this one. Lopez with the block.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking. Adept at using that limb to alter shots. And don't look now, but they're starting to
extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's coming off a 13-point game against Phoenix.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
Doesn't get it to drop for him. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Loads it up for Williamson. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Johnson kicks to Vassell. Pass to Sohan. Van Vliet outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And here's New Orleans now. They've scored 10 straight. Here's Williamson, and he banks in the layup.
Not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Tips it up, and Johnson is right there.
Positioning and timing pays off big for Keldon Johnson with some second chance points.
Ingram outside. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
Now, here's Vassell. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix. Johnson, the pass to Sohan. Clock at 4. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Harden bringing it up for New Orleans. Here's Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. 14 points for Johnson.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Pelicans pull it in, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And Smitty, Fred Van Vliet has really come into his own as a starter.
He has, Kevin. He has proven he can run an offense. He's also a dynamic and confident scorer, and someone you can depend on to sink big-time shots.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And the Spurs with possession. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much. That one goes in. 16 points for Johnson.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And taken away by Johnson. And Williamson throws it down.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Here's Johnson. The Pelicans make their last shot. Harden tipped back in for 2.
Timeout. Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. You know, as the regular season break winds down, you can feel things start to change around the league, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, some teams are getting totally in the zone for the playoffs, while other squads are using this time to plan for next year and try to figure out what went wrong.
Here's Johnson, the feed to Williamson. Shoots over Hardy. That's good for Williamson on the assist by Johnson.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I caught up with Stephen Silas a little bit ago, Now they have not won yet in 2 meetings against this team, but Coach says he expects a different story tonight. He expects them to attack more offensively and worry a little less about waiting for the perfect shot. See if that approach lets them win this first game in the season series. Kevin?
All right, David, we'll see if their strategy will pay off. Greg, centering their efforts now on generating points.
Yeah, and I can understand what they're trying to do here. Come out of the gates with some heat.
And it forces your opponent's best scorers to expend energy at the defensive end. Makes the strategy a win-win.
Pelicans leading by 14. Ingram outside on the wing. Johnson. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Van Vliet passes to Vassell. The 3. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
In a bump this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Johnson gets the bucket. 20 points for Johnson.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Vassell finds Van Vliet. Inside. No good that time. Good D by Williamson. On the wing, Johnson. Harden outside. The pass to Williamson. To the middle. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Now here's Johnson. His last outing with 20 points. And stolen by Williamson. To the inside. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Second personal foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And one more thing they've done well tonight. They've attacked the rim viciously and have gotten a lot of points by just going at the defender.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Herbert Jones comes in for Brandon Ingram. So Johnson hits 2 of them. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Johnson outside. Shot to stop the run. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Nice to see Keldon Johnson developing his passing game, getting the ball to a ready shooter.
And Johnson with the stop.
Yeah, another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Now Schroeder, he averages a bit over 6 points a game. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pass to Grant. Johnson surveying the floor. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
On the basket by Jones.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Schroeder. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Passes to Grant and taken away by Johnson. Some solid defense from Grant. San Antonio with the ball. Here's Schroeder. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Hard enough to stay attached to Schroeder one-on-one. Coming off screens, forget about it.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Now here's Johnson. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. And the Spurs scoring again.
Working against size. He's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
And here are the Pelicans now after the basket by San Antonio. Covered by Williamson. Grant against Jones. Puts it up. Pelicans with the rebound. On the wing, Johnson. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. Some changes for New Orleans. Murphy's checked in, and it's C.J. McCollum in for James Harden. And San Antonio also making a switch. Wesley's checked in.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Wesley. Grant trying to break free. Oh, here comes Johnson all alone. Here's McCollum. And he lays it straight in.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And there's the pass to Wesley. It's stolen by Johnson. To the paint. That fall. Nice feed that time from McCollum. That's now 32 points for Johnson.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Wesley. It's tipped. And San Antonio shooting down around 24%. Obviously, they've struggled. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Shot clock at 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Schroeder's got his second bucket tonight.
Schroeder has really improved as a three-point shooter. With that shot, he becomes even more dangerous.
Here's Johnson. He feeds it to Murphy. Jones looking for an opening. To the inside. Here's Johnson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Johnson's got 34 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
This is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up a quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Pelicans have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. You got Jeremy Grant. Right, Van Vliet out there with Hardy. And it's Wesley in at the 2. Now here's Van Vliet. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. From past the arc. Spurs working now with a new shot clock. Now here's Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First
Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Shooting 2. And he makes the first. Spurs making a switch here. Vassell's checked in. And both free throws good for Johnson. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for San Antonio. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Dallas played phenomenal.
And another one falls.
And you had a feeling he might do it tonight. 40-point mark has been reached.
The most 40-point games in a single season. An incredibly historic year from him.
And he continues to stack up 40-point games in this historic season.
Well, Greg, with the break and play, the crowd standing to cheer his excellence. Johnson's checked in for San Antonio.
Keldon Johnson.
Here's Van Vliet. No points in the game yet for him. Johnson outside. Passes it to Vassell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Brook Lopez.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. James Harden. He's checked in for the Pelicans. Ingram outside. Back to Harden. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Johnson. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one. Johnson outside. Harden against Van Vliet. Back to Johnson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Steve, the persistent growth of Keldon Johnson is pretty impressive.
It is, Kevin. He is obviously receptive to good coaching and is committed to finding success here in the league. Almost across the board, you see his stats creeping up season to season.
And Greg, Keldon Johnson is listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
He has the strength to fight for rebounds with anybody. Fearless on the court and plays with an endless motor. This strength and willingness to use it makes him valuable.
To the middle. Here's Johnson. And the layup is good. Johnson's got 44.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And the basket by Vassell.
A lot of Vassell's buckets come off assists. He's very comfortable on catch-and-shoot situations.
Back to Harden. Murphy dishes to Johnson. And it's in there. Johnson's got 46 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Van Vliet passes to Johnson. Van Vliet against Harden. Johnson outside. And it's sent back by Lopez. Ingram passes to Harden. Out of hand on it, and they're able to recover. Count that one.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Spurs have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Here's Zohan. He's guarded by Murphy. Van Vliet. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Van Vliet's got his first points in this one. The Pelicans have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Harden against Van Vliet. Down low. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Harden. Johnson's got 48.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Pass to Vassell. Here's Hardy. Van Vliet wide open. No good with the triple.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they dug this hole.
And when he's in the open court, Harden has one thing on his mind: finish.
San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Ingram against Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Back to Vassell. And a miss there on the triple. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. The shot by Johnson, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Williamson's checked in. Inside. And that one goes. Incredible.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Van Vliet kicks to Johnson. There's the pass to Sohan. Pass to Vassell. Johnson with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Shot clock at 2. Hardy. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson.
San Antonio ball.
And San Antonio has possession. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Van Vliet's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Pelicans.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Who wants a t-shirt?
And it's Harden with the ball for the Pelicans. Ingram outside. Johnson from outside. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Johnson's got 53.
Great ball movement by B.I. Spots a wide-open teammate and feeds him.
Johnson outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And he gets the bucket. Vassell's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Ingram outside. Back to Harden. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Shoots. Daniels is checked in for Lopez. The Spurs making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Van Vliet passes to Hardy. He kicks it to Johnson. Stolen by Harden. And now Daniels pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Ingram dishes to Johnson. Johnson double-teamed. Kicks it out to Harden. Daniels passes to Ingram. Back to Daniels. And it's New Orleans. Scoring again.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
The Spurs shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Back to Van Vliet. From 10 feet out, the rebound by Harden. Harden's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Johnson with the stop.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Here's Van Vliet. Tries yet again. And the layup is up and in. 6 points for him.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Daniels passes to Harden. Williamson outside. And here's Daniels. Harden finds Williamson. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. That's now 8 points for Zion Williamson.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Johnson from outside. Here's Collins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
10th pick in the 2017 draft. Zach Collins has battled through multiple injuries. That held him to play just under 185 games. Games in his first 5 seasons.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Collins, it's tough, Steve, to develop as a player when you're constantly rehabbing from injuries.
Thankfully, he's young and still has upside. Kevin, when healthy, though, he is shown to be a solid defender. And with his three-point shot, he can bring value as a stretch 5.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Daniels. And McCollum subbed in for James Harden. Passes it to Schroeder. Kicks it to Grant. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Schroeder. Collins trying to break free. And New Orleans pushing it up now. McCollum with the ball.
Terrific execution on the break. CJ understanding where to run to.
San Antonio's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Schroeder against Johnson. Schroeder outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
To finish Schroeder is much trickier than it used to be. Has developed his skills to go along with the athlete.
And it looks like, it's the coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Herbert Jones, he's checked in for New Orleans. The first free throw is good.
And Dennis Schroeder, from the moment he came into the league, showed tremendous confidence. He's never been the type to back down.
Wesley against McCollum. Johnson outside. Rebound, San Antonio.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Pelicans. Here's McCollum. The quick look, no good that time.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Williamson kicks to McCollum. Back to Williamson. Jones, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Jones has got 5 points so far.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Wesley against McCollum. And here is Wesley. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Collins now top the key. Here's Schroeder. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Johnson. Good work there as it goes. Johnson's got 59 points.
Nice to see Williamson spot the open man. He has awareness and ability as a passer.
51 seconds left to play here in the half. Pulls up, high post. He squares up and sinks it. He's got 8.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
That one goes. Counted. 61 points for Johnson.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Right side, Collins. Grant trying to break free.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Feeds it to Johnson. Shoots over Schroeder. And it's in. It's the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And so it's New Orleans with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Ingram in the front court with Williamson. Johnson is out there with Harden. And it's Lopez in at the 5 roaming the paint. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. Zohan, the pass to Vassell. And it's San Antonio with another.
Devin Vassell has got all the tools, and he's showing them off.
Harden scanning the floor. Johnson kicks to Harden. On the wing, Johnson, covered by Vassell. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
And San Antonio shooting just 31% in the game. Back to Van Vliet. This one for 3. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Harden the pass to Johnson. And the layup's good off the glass. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Van Vliet. To the paint. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Zohan's got his second bucket.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
And then Johnson with the jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. The pass to Vassell. It's stolen by Johnson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
Pelicans ball.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Williamson in the post. Another bucket. Wow. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Back to Vassell. Shot clock at 5. And it's sent back by Lopez. Ingram with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Ingram outside. Pass to Lopez. The feed now to Johnson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second
Yeah, the defender all over.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
He has come through in a big way at the foul line in this game.
First free throw is good. The Pelicans making a switch here. Murphy's checked in. He hits both from the strike. And San Antonio has possession. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make six figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad. But that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. The Pelicans haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. The first one falls.
And the playmaking of Harden continues to impress. Whether he's looking for his shot or creating for others, such a dynamic talent. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Tipped away. To the inside. Vassell goes up and lays it nice and easy. Vassell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Aggressive play by Vassell in the paint, getting himself a close-range shot.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
And another one falls. Amazing.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Passes it to Vassell. Johnson against Ingram. Johnson, the pass to Sohan. 5 on the clock. Harden. And it's Hardy with the jam.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Harden bounce pass. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Now, here's Hardy. He's covered closely. Banked in off the glass. Hardy's got 6 points.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to make. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Looking to get back on track here. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Has always been a tremendous defender, in my opinion, and he knows he's going to knock down his free throws. But now Fred VanVleet has emerged as a terrific all-around scorer. He can pretty much do it all.
Back to Harden. Shoots over VanVleet. Another one falls for New Orleans.
They have come out of halftime in fuego.
Pass to Vassell. Here he goes. Johnson with it. And it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Vassell. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got 3 assists tonight.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Harden dishes to Lopez. On the wing, Johnson. Takes it off the glass.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And the pass to Vassell. Misses the 3. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Here's Johnson. Connects again.
81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. Sohan, the pass to Vassell. Here's Harden. Lopez covering. Lopez with the block. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Sun changes. Pass to Green. New Orleans moving it around. Yet another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Keldon Johnson is out there with Devin Vassell. Then there's Jeremy Grant. Then there's Hardy. And it's Sohan in at the power forward.
Great pass from Devin. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
He is single-handedly carrying this team right now thanks to his terrific scoring performance so far in this game.
Now Vassell. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half. And that's a great way to cut into the lead.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Jones checked in for New Orleans. San Antonio also making some changes. Bassey's checked in. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Johnson. And another great look at the 2K drive.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
Here's McConnell. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Green. He feeds it to Johnson. That shot no good. And the Spurs going the other way now. There's McConnell. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
For the Spurs, T.J. McConnell.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for McConnell. New Orleans has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Jones the pass to Lewis. Now the dish to Green. Feeds it to Johnson. Man's trying to break loose. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Green.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Conley against Lewis. Here's Vassell. Back to Conley. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Conley. Grant outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McConnell. Johnson with the rebound. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Good, that's another bucket. That's 91, an incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane.
Conley kicks to McConnell. Lewis against Conley. Passes it to Bassey. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Clearly a foul.
Shooting for San Antonio, Charles Bassey.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Pass to Green. Dishes to Johnson. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists in the game. The pass to Vassell. Here's Bassett.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Back to Vassell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yep, it counts. Vassell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Devin Vassell with a great feel when to use the mid-range jumper.
Pelicans.
Such a skilled swing man.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're in front. We've got 1:48 left in the game.
If you get loud, you get t-shirts.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. And good! There's another.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Pass to McConnell. Now Grant. Back to McConnell. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for New Orleans.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And, of course, this season for these guys has been just remarkable. Win after win, we've watched them take on the best teams in the league and dispatch them with ease. Tonight will mark win number 72, adding to the storied season one more time.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Johnson.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Passy, the pass to Conley. Clock at 6. Here's Grant. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Bucket is good.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Johnson with the clock. Basket counts. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.